We're going to talk about margins and what they do. So to understand margins, we need to understand that they are different from padding. So a padding creates space between the element's content and the element's end. So this is all the p tag, okay? So everything right here is part of the p tag because its background color is white. Everything right here is part of the p tag. Padding creates space between the content in the element and the end of the element. Well, what margins do is margins create space between the parent element or the next elements there. So notice how this margin left our paragraph the same size, but it created a space between these elements, and we just said margin instead of padding. So this entire element is now 50px away, not just the content in that element. So the entire element is 50px away. So just like in padding, we have margin dash top with something, and so just for margin top, let's say 100px. When I say margin top, I'm creating 100px of space between this element and this element. Okay, I'm creating 100px of space. Now the next one we have is margin right. Let's do 200px there. Now what I'm saying with that is I'm saying create 200px of space between the end of this and the end of my paragraph tag. Now the next one we have is margin bottom. Let's do 50px. Now I'm saying create 50px of space between the end of my paragraph and the start of my next element. So not the content, but the entire paragraph itself. And then just like right, left is going to create some space between here and there. So I can say margin dash left, we'll say 0. What happens if I say 0? 0 is going to create no space between our elements. And if I said 100, or this is a new 1,000, what if I say 100? Margin left 100px. It creates that space there. But 0 does not have a space there. So keep in mind that 100 creates our space. Now, we have shorthand just like we had shorthand for padding. It goes in the same clockwise motion. So I'll say margin. And then our first number is our top of 100px. Our second number is our right because we go clockwise. Our third number is our bottom, or 50px. And our last number is the left, which is 100px. So we went in that clockwise motion, just like we do with anything else. And same thing. But remember, margin space elements out, padding is the end of the element and the content in the element. All right, that is a quick and dirty overview of margins. Let me know if you have any questions.